Today we're going to practice how to decompose to solve an addition equation. Let's say we have the equation 269 plus 651. If I'm not good at solving addition with higher numbers, this is an excellent strategy. So we'll first decompose the number on the top, which we will basically do the expanded form. So 269, the 2 means 200. The 6 is in the tens, so that's 60. The 9 is in the ones, and so that is 9. And now I will do the addition symbol because we are adding. And now I'll decompose the other add-in, which is 651. So the 6 means 600. The 5 is in the tens, so it is 50. And then I have a 1, which is in the ones. Now I'll do the equals sign. And now I will find the sums of each of these equations. When I write the numbers for the sums, it's really important that I pay attention to where I place the number. And if I'm a little bit sloppy when I'm writing my answers to these equations, it's very important to do the best handwriting and make sure that you write the number in the correct spot, in the correct place value. We'll add the hundreds, so we look at the 2 and the 6. So 2 plus 6 is 8, and because it's in the hundreds, it has those 2 zeros, we'll add the 2 zeros. Then we're going to add the tens. It has a 0, so I can align it now, and then I'll add 6 plus 5. So 6 plus 5, I know that 5 plus 5 is 10, and 1 more is 11. And now I will add 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. So if I put the 10 over here, I need to be careful because I'm actually saying that it's 100 because I put the 1 in the hundreds place. So I need to be careful with that. So the answer is 10, and I can write it here and see it has 1 0 and then the 1 for the 10. And now I add it. 0 plus 0 and 0. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 plus 8 is 9. So I go back to my equation, and the answer is 920. The more you practice solving math equations, the better you will be. If you become comfortable with this strategy of decomposing, then you can use it, and you are able to do more mental math, then I will show you the vertical way of adding with the strategy of decomposing. We'll still add 269 plus 651. For this, we'll still decompose both add-ins, but I will do some of the work mentally. So I will add the hundreds, so I know that 200 plus 600 is 800. I'll write 800. And then I'll add the tens. 6 plus 5 is 11, but I know that I'm adding tens, so it's 60 plus 50, and that makes 110. And then I add the ones. 9 plus 1 is 10. And now I add them all together, and I will get the same answer. But this time, this part was done mentally, and I did my addition equations vertically. So as you practice, see which strategy you feel more comfortable with to help you solve these addition problems. Now, we're going to solve this word problem using the same strategy to decompose to solve an addition equation. So the first thing we do is read the word problem slowly so that I understand what I'm asked to do. It says, a truck company transports 628 tons of cargo long distance and 189 tons of cargo locally. How many tons does the company transport? Decompose the add-ins to find the sum. The first thing I need to do is circle those important numbers. So I can see here that it's 628 and the other number is 189. I then underline the question. How many tons does the company transport? The next step in the cubes strategy is to box the important math words so I understand what I need to do. Word sum is a math word, and the word sum means total. So that means I need to add. And here also is the word add-ins. That gives me a clue that I need to add. But I am asked to use a specific strategy because it tells me that I need to decompose the add-ins to find the sum. So now I will write an equation for this word problem. To make sure that I understand what I'm being asked, I can also use the bar models. So for example, here it says the company transport 628 tons of cargo. So here's the cargo of 628 tons and 189 tons of cargo locally. So this is a little bit less, 189. And then it asks, how many tons does the company transport? And it is also asking the sum, so that means the total. I don't know the total, so that's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out the sum. And I have to remember that it's asking me to decompose. So I choose either if I want to do this vertically, horizontally, if I want to do some of it mentally, or decompose everything. And so we'll decompose everything first. So I'll write the equation, 628 plus 189. And so the 628, the 6 means 600, the 2 means 20, the 8 means 8. And I'm adding, so I will write the addition symbol. And now we decompose the second add-in. The 1 means 100, the 8 is 80, and the 9 means 9. And now we do the equal sign. Remember that it's important to align the numbers so that I make sure that I'm adding the numbers properly. Now I'll add the hundreds first. So 6 plus 1 is 7. That's 700. 2 plus 8 is 10. And it has 1 0. So I have to make sure I align that it has 0 ones. And now 2 plus 8 is 10. So now I write the 10. And now I'm going to add 8 plus 9. I know that 8 plus 8 is 16. One more is 17. If I need to visualize the number, I can write it. And so it has no zeros. So the 7 goes in the ones and the 1 goes in the tens. And now I'll add it. 0 plus 0 is 0 plus 7, 7. 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. So my answer to my equation is 817. Now I'm going to check the question. And it says, how many tons does the company transport? So I need to write the answer to that question. So I will restate the question.